Okay. Here we are.
Yes, here we are. Hello, everyone. It's 3 p.m. Central European time. So let's start then, I think, right? So I'm happy to see all of you today. Together with Miłosz Cieszyński, the pre-sales engineer at TechStep. Miłosz is responsible for the technical support, pre-sales support to you. I mean, customers, resellers. So he's here to present the latest changes in changes of Essentials MDM. I'm Michał Kacprzak. I'm responsible for sales in the partner channel in Europe. So it means my goal is to support our resellers in cooperation with TechStep. Well, I'm replacing actually my colleague Adam Jasiewicz, whom you meet during the previous webinars. Adam is responsible for the development and the whole product of Essentials MDM. So I hope you are fine with that change this time. A few words about the organizational matters. So today's meeting is scheduled for 45 minutes. It's being recorded, as I can see, yes. And it will be the recording will be available on our TechStep YouTube channel, so you can easily play it again. You can ask questions in the Q&A session. It should be on your right, I believe, side throughout the meeting. So we will answer them at the end of the session. All right. So what will we talk about today? So we are going to tell you and show you actually what has changed in Essentials MDM latest version 5.38. Well, Miłosz will do that.
Yes.
So it will be improved remote access for Apple devices, and please bear in mind it covers all Apple devices, iPhones, iPads, and macOS devices as well. Then we will switch to Android. There are a lot of changes provided by Google in Android 15. So we would like to show you the most interesting of them. And we will end that part with total new approach of Samsung Knox mobile enrollment synchronization. And why new and how it can help you on a daily basis? Well, stay with us for details. And then I will tell you more about our plans regarding Essential MDM and where are we with the 2025 roadmap. And we will end the meeting with a Q&A session. I hope it's clear. So ready? Let's go. Miłosz, what do we have changed regarding remote access? The stage is yours.
Thank you, Michał. So yes, as Michał mentioned during the agenda, first I will show you our enhanced remote support for the whole Apple fleet of devices, which means it's iOS-based, iPadOS or macOS. So right now, because beforehand we had an option only to view the customer's screen, right now we can support our end customer with solving their problems with either classic text chat or using a voice call with the end customer. So one example of this remote support with chat option, actually it's based on our customers' experience, is where salespeople are in the field and they are showing some offers or reporting some sales activities in their apps. They are always in the field, not physically in the office. So our IT admins can support them remotely with some guidance, as I said, either during the phone voice call, sorry for this tongue twister, voice call or the chat option. The other example is actually where doctors in hospitals, they have access to that database through the iPads. And here a voice call would be a little bit disturbing. So they are using chat messaging option to support doctors with troubleshooting of their problems. And third, but not least, actually, group is the common office workers. And as I said before, either it's iOS, macOS, iPadOS, they all can be supported through this option. And I know that Apple devices are quite easy to handle, but anyway, some customers, they still need some remote support. So I would like to showcase here on the live demo how it looks like in a real life example, because I have an iPad here on my desk. So I will show you the console, and first we need to go to the device list. And then look for my iPad, which I have in hands here.
You have so many devices in your Essential account, Miłosz.
What can do?
Live.
Now you can see my location
Hmm.
and history of my movement, actually, between office and my house. And now we will go to the remote support. I need to accept that stream option on the device. As you can see here, I need to click Start Broadcast. It's not automatically connect. So our end users will always see what you are able to see on their screen. And now
I assume it's you have to click. I mean, you as a potential employee, right?
Yes.
The device owner, you have to click it because of the Apple limitations, right? Technical limitations that each remote session needs to be confirmed, right?
Yes, exactly. As an end user, you need to confirm that streaming option of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So IT admin cannot remotely, without your knowledge, access your screen. And I will act as a end user and admin right now. Okay, as you can see, hi. Okay, I will ask about the support with the Teams notification. I have an issue with Teams notifications. And here on the admin console, as you can see in the real time, we have everything popping up. Mm-hmm. So I see what is the issue with the device from the end customer. So go to settings, apps, Teams, and notifications, of course. And then and switch them on. Sorry for typo.
Great. So you can provide like a simple instruction what to do.
Yes, simple guidance. I can see it right now on the screen, and also here on the remote support. I will go, as my admin said, to the settings, apps, look for Teams, notifications, and allow notifications. Simple as that.
Great.
And as an admin, you can see on the screen what is a customer doing. So if he makes some mistakes, you can always guide him to go back and change something else. Thank you.
It's very simple.
Yes. And that's it. When it comes to support, I will not use the voice call option because of obvious reasons.
Okay.
But that's how it works.
It means, Miłosz, that it's already available, right, for everyone with Essentials MDM 5.38.
Yes, exactly. Correct. Our remote support is for awesome. all users. It's not an option. It's always available, as you mentioned. And I will end a session here. Okay. According to the agenda, now we will talk a little bit more about new restrictions which were introduced with Android 15 recently. And I will show you how it works for two examples, disallow assist content and disallow eSIM for end user. Disallow assist content, it actually means that all AI-based assistants like Circle to Search or Samsung Assistant, Google Assistant, they will not have access to your screen and what is visible on the screen. And it actually protects the company probably sensitive data from being uploaded to the cloud and being analyzed through those assistants. And disallow eSIM, as actually the naming says, it disallow the end user to add unauthorized or unprotected eSIM to be added by end user to the device. Also, I want to show it in our console and on the device, which I have in hands in here. Of course, we need to look for the device with Android 15, since restrictions were introduced for that system. And I also want to mention, which was introduced a couple of months ago, we have global policy change settings, which is very easy to use when it comes to policy management. So right now, I'm looking for eSIM, disallow eSIM, going through the wizard. Next, we want to switch this toggle to yes. Next, look for the policy or policies which we want to apply this change. I'm looking for Robert Zane demo. Robert Zane is my nickname here. And as all wizards within our console, we always have the summary at the end. So we want to know what settings on how many policies and how many devices will be affected by this change. And simply go with apply. Then I will also apply another restriction, disallow assist content. Maybe it will be faster like this. As you can see as well here, it's only available from Android 15. Then we are going with next, switching toggle to yes. Similarly as before, same policy, same amount of devices, and apply. And to check if those changes were applied, I will go into this policy. It is a part of security options within the policy. And we want to see hardware policy options. Then look for those two restrictions which we just applied. As you can see, both of them are switched on. So we are going back to the device list and looking for the Samsung S24 based on Android 15. Then we want to open the remote support.
Again, we can see your location, right?
Yes. I'm not
With a
showing
different
off.
device. We're
Proof
still at
I'm
the
in
office.
Yes. Also, I need to click on the device to start the remote access. And first one, I will show you how this assist is blocked, because without that restriction, just pressing the home button for a couple of seconds, we would be able to open the Circle to Search assistant. Right now, you can see that it's being locked, and you have this pop-up right away. And it's no matter what kind of assistant you're using, whether it's Google Assistant or Samsung Assistant. If any of those want to access your screen content, it will not be allowed by this restriction. The other one is eSIM restriction. So we want to go to Settings, SIM Manager, and add eSIM. For this exercise, I prepared QR code with my new eSIM, which I will not show on the screen.
Why? I'm joking. Yep.
Yes, I will try to search this, to scan this QR code, but it right away, as you can see, will be blocked from this adding eSIM. And if you want to change that settings, you need to contact your IT admin. And skipping a little bit into the future, I want to mention that we are working on full eSIM management on Android devices, and Michał will tell a little bit more about it during the roadmap presentation. Okay,
yep, I will.
Perfect. That will be it from the remote support about Apple remote support and the restrictions for Android. Then we will go back to our presentation about new KME. KME, Knox Mobile Enrollment, is a part of zero-touch enrollment based on Android devices. And for those who are not familiar with the process, zero-touch enrollment allows you actually to mass and register devices within the organization and fully configure those devices without manual intervention. So you just opening the box with new devices, and you have everything set up and up and running. And Knox Mobile Enrollment is dedicated for Samsung devices. I will show you also how it is simplified through our console. Very easy integration, very customer friendly. To go to mass registration, you also need to go to device list, add the device, bulk enrollment, and look for KME. And what is simplified here for those who don't know the process, beforehand through the integration we had to exchange files, CSV files between Samsung server and our Essentials MDM server. Right now it's simplified, so you just need to authorize through the admin Knox console this customer ID and this integration, but the rest of the wizard actually looks the same. So the authentication method, enrollment mode, everything looks familiar for those who are using KME before. And as every wizard, I know I'm replying myself, but it's very simple. You just need to follow steps on the screen, type everything for what is needed within your organization, like name, address, support, or EULA body. This is like just Latin generic text, which I pasted before. Go with next. Select devices which you want to add to the Essentials MDM. Going with next. Then, as before, we have a confirmation, the summary of this integration. So we'll see how many devices, how many profiles will be created, and how many devices will receive this profile. And that's it. I think it's pretty simple. So I'm encouraging you.
Miłosz, does it mean that it's only once that you have to go through the wizard of Knox Mobile Enrollment, and
yes,
every new single device that will be added to the customer Samsung account will be automatically synchronized with Essentials, right?
Yes, good that you mentioned that it will be added to Knox admin portal or console. Once it will be there after integration, you don't need to go back to Knox console. It will be automatically updated to our Essentials MDM. So you need to go with integration once, and then it will be automatically uploaded or synchronized.
That's brilliant.
Okay, that was it when it comes to my part. So now I would like to hand over to Michał and give him control over the presentation. Sorry for that.
Cool. Thank you, Miłosz. Thank you for that part. I'm really glad that that you were able to show the demo, how it looks like in reality. I really like those demo sections. So regarding the roadmap for this year, if you could go to next one. So I should,
Yes, you should be able to control.
All right, so I will handle it. I will try, right? At least. So as you can see, we divided the slide into 4 areas here. From the top, Apple, Android, admin console, and a dedicated solution for device in kiosk mode. Okay, and at the beginning of March this year, we released version 5.38 of Essentials MDM, and these elements marked on the green, as Miłosz showed like a few minutes ago, these are the main elements, like chat for Apple devices in remote access, a set of restrictions for Android 15, and of course, totally new Samsung mobile enrollment synchronization, all available in Essentials MDM right now. But in terms of further development, there is a too much. Yeah, so there is a Zimperium MTD integration, which is available right now. Zimperium MTD, it means mobile threat detection. Yeah, Miłosz, if you could click,
sorry.
because there's something wrong on the slide, but yeah, thank you. So Zimperium, this one yellowed point, it's another solution after the Checkpoint Harmony Mobile, which extending the security control on mobile devices in Essentials MDM. This integration with Zimperium MTD is already available, but we are still working on detailed documentation for you. It will be released soon. The documentation provided by Zimperium is already available on their website, so you can easily use it in the meantime. All right? We've been working on Apple Declarative Management and Intune device compliance since the beginning of the year. These are those two big arrows on the slides. The blue one is for Apple Declarative Management, and the light green, let's say, is for Intune device compliance. So let's start with Apple Declarative Management. What's that, and what values, features will bring to you, or maybe to us as well. So Apple Declarative Device Management is an advanced approach to manage Apple devices. It's designed to improve performance and scalability, communication between managed devices and MDM solution. Okay, it allows devices to independently apply configurations and restrictions and report the status back to the MDM server without constant polling. What does it mean? It means that this makes the process more efficient and responsive. And the most crucial element provided by this mode, let's say, are activations. Activations are the rules when the configuration and restrictions will be applied. So let me put some example, like I'll give you some example. The configuration provided or sent from the MDM should be active only on iPad devices. Let's imagine, right? Or with an iPadOS specific version, like higher than 18.3. So when the device updates to such a version, the configuration restriction will be automatically applied without the need to communicate with the MDM server, right? Without the need to refresh the policy from MDM. That's very good. And the key is that the activation of this mode, the declarative management, on already managed devices, if for the MDM administrator or even device user, it will be totally touchless, like transparent, okay? So with the next version of Essential MDM, all managed devices will automatically activate this mode, and thanks to this, we will manage Apple devices more efficiently and even more securely. All right. So the next thing is Intune device compliance. What's that? When a company uses a Microsoft environment like Office 365, This feature allows organizations to define compliance policies for managed devices, right? Ensuring that devices meet specific security and configuration requirements before they access corporate data from the Microsoft environment, right? So IT administrators can create rules that devices must meet, such as minimum operating system version or password settings. So what's then Intune then retrieves the device's compliance status from Essentials MDM, and only after reporting non-compliance with the policy can specific actions can be taken. What kind of? Like send a notification to the device user or block access to application data, corporate resources. So it sounds very, very good, right? What else are we planning in Q2? We are working on in the Apple area. We are working on providing support for Apple Watches. Yes, on watches like this one on my hand, on wrist, let's say. So it will be possible to easily pair devices like iPhone and Apple Watch for business use. And thanks to this, install application on Apple Watch through Essentials MDM. For Android devices, we are working on eSIM card management. Since Android 15, we can manage eSIM cards like add, edit, delete, or even block them from the MDM level. It will be our focus for next weeks to help you to manage to handle the eSIM part of your daily business, right? So additionally, we are also planning integration with the Zebra OEM config application. This one will allows us to manage Zebra devices even better, all with Essentials MDM policies. It will be easy to enable such configuration in the Essentials MDM policy. It will be very similar to how it currently works with the Samsung Knox Service plugin, right? Samsung KSP. So everything that Zebra makes available in its OEM config will be immediately available in the Essentials MDM policy without the need to update the Essentials, right, by us. I think that's great. The next one in the admin console part, we are going to work on SIM card tab, like totally new one in the web console. It will appear as well as support for the latest version of PHP, which is necessary for further support for new Oracle, Red Hat, and Rocky Server OS operating system. So it's crucial for on-premise installations. All right. And looking on the bottom for dedicated kiosk device solution, we will improve the operation of file synchronization via SFTP by adding deletion of files that are no longer in the synchronization source. We will provide additional productivity applications, third-party, ink screen capture for secure screenshots, and Hypergate SSO. It's a solution based on the Kerberos protocol. It enables secure and smooth user authentication on mobile devices with Android and iOS systems. And for those who do not yet know the possibilities of additional applications for this use case, desktop applications that we called productivity apps for kiosk mode, file viewer, or plug and play, or even third-party applications, I encourage you to contact us. will provide all the information about what these apps are for and what functional scope they can cover and how. Okay. All right. So what for Q3 then? Let me try to. Oh yes, yes it is. So we continue to work on Apple declarative management and Indian device compliance. These are very well. These are huge topics actually that covers a very large functional scope. What's more, for Android remote access for remote access, we will add an option to chat with the administrator. So it will be the same additional functionality as you saw today for Apple. What's more, we will add support for Android 16, and more details on what exactly will appear in Android 16 we'll provide in the next webinars, since we are still verifying information coming from Google in this matter. Another topic we will working on is integration with Samsung Kai. It's Samsung Knox Asset Intelligence. It's an advanced analytical tool that helps companies manage their mobile devices fleet. The most important features and capabilities from our perspective is the device monitoring. Behind it is tracking battery status, charging cycles, and device health. Also application usage analysis and identification of issues such as operating system crashes or extensive data usage, right? What's more, another key area in Kai is Wi-Fi network analysis. So we will be able to identify connection issues such as unexpected disconnections, and also very important, we will be able to remotely collect logs from the device logs, and thanks to which we will be able to transfer, potential data issue data to Samsung in a faster way. And thanks to this integration, all statuses and issues appearing in the Samsung Knox Asset Intelligence console will be available in Essentials MDM console as well as trigger actions such as downloading logs directly from Essentials. All right, so in the third quarter, in the admin console, that part in green, light green. So the new area will be a compliance status tab for all devices. So at the moment, we can view the status of a single device. So this tab will show the status of all devices. In one place, we will have all the most important information about the compliance status of devices. Okay, and the last one in Q3 for kiosk dedicated devices, we will expand our launcher with the ability to define folders as well as different app grid size. Allowing you to further customize your home screen for those devices. All right, and the last quarter. So at the end of the year, we plan to support the next version of iOS and macOS. Those will appear in the fall. We will share details of what exactly will appear. We will share it in the next webinars. Okay, and for Android, what we will prepare for you for Android devices. So the main elements will be the ability to write scripts for the device, so for the managed devices directly in Essentials MDM. Yes, so the administrator will be able to define their own sequence of actions for the device. So, example, right? So when a company application requires turning on the camera, and the company's policy prohibits to use the camera, the administrator will be able to create a script, right? So that script will unlock the camera launch this specific companion application and block the camera again, right, upon closing the application. Yeah, how cool is that? So it will be at the end of this this year. In addition, we are planning support for another hardware supplier. It's Ascom, which offers devices especially for the medical market. The implementation will be similar to Zebra OEM config. In the administrator console area, there will be a totally new look for of the monitoring tab with the possibility to group reports and the long-awaited ability to define your own reports. It's a huge thing. And the last one for dedicated devices, in the 5-year application, we will add statistics on the use of file available through this application, right? So thanks to it, we will be able to monitor whether files shared with employees were opened or not. We'll also add integration with the secure web browser. It's a third-party one, island.io. We will add a new look of the plug-and-play application. It's our application, right, from one of the productivity apps. Together with we provide the ability to create a list of allowed Wi-Fi networks there as well. Because for now, plug-and-play application allows you to create a list of allowed devices over Bluetooth, right? So it will be extended to allowed Wi-Fi networks. All right, so these are our plans for coming months. Many of these items, as you can see, are your suggestions actually. So which is why I encourage you to actively report your needs to us and thus influence the shape of Essentials MDM. And as always, I invited you to our roadmap page. Miłosz, if you could share
Yes,
the
I'm
link
looking
to
for
the
a
roadmap
link,
on the
and
chat,
yes, I
please.
will
Yes.
do it right away.
Great. There are current updates, well, our plans, and even more details what are behind those plans. Okay, thank you for your attention for this part. Miłosz?
Seems like it will be really busy year because we have a lot of on our plate when it comes to our plans. So yeah, I'm more than happy to see that changes upcoming.
Yeah, me too. Me too, actually. I would like to see those all those features during our next webinars and the demo of them as well, provided by you. So
I was hoping to hear that.
all right then. Do we have any questions, Miłosz? I believe you have an access to that
Yes. Now
part.
it's Q&A or Q&R part. So I will look for the chat and see what we have in here. Not many questions, but we have a couple of one. First from John is, how does this Apple declarative management work with the current management mode? Michał?
Yeah, I can try to answer that question. So Apple declarative management is like it's totally compatible with the current way of management of Apple devices. These methods complement each other, but they can coexist and do not interfere with each other. So thanks to that, we can add new features no matter for which management method we were prepared. And was very important, activation of Apple declarative management will be done silently. So it will be transparent for MDM admins or device users.
Makes sense. And the other one is the chat history with admin and customer history available. I think that you had the opportunity to see that I had a previous chat conversation on my device. So once you open the next session, you have an access to the previous conversation. So whether you want to check what type of conversation it was, or the end customer can actually follow the steps to go back to them and replicate them. This history is always available either through the admin console or on the agent on the device. Hopefully that answers your question.
I think so. I hope.
Yeah. And the other one is about the new restrictions for Android 15. Are there any others? Yes, there are. I don't have all of them on top of my mind, but there is another one like preventing the end user from creating the private profile. There is NFC block on the WPC devices. There is Wi-Fi change on WPC devices. I mean, devices which are corporate owned, but you have the work profile on them. But there are many more, and I think that it's good to follow our support page and check release notes for the newest versions of Essentials MDM. I will paste the support page on the chat with the direct link to release notes right away.
Brilliant. Josh, I can see one more question about the KME from Steinar. So I can read it actually.
Yeah.
So in the KME, can the firm information, EULA, etc., be stored for the next time I want to stage a device? So the first part of the question. And do I need to select profile Knox before I add new device in Essentials?
So the first part of the question is about the information in the integration. So once you add the company data to this integration, to the other integrations, it will be stored there. So you don't need to fill that out again. You just replicate what you typed before. And when it comes to adding profiles in Knox, so once you're adding the new phone, then you have new profiles created in the Knox portal. I'm not sure if I addressed your question correctly. If not, please reach out to me directly over email, so we will clarify that as well.
Yep, exactly. Well, everything as I can see can be defined in the simple wizard of KME, right? Both the company information and the profile management modes, say, right? All right then.
I'm publishing release notes in the chat, so you have direct access to the release notes from the previous version. You can check release notes for the last versions as well. So it's up to you.
All right. Yep, I can see the roadmap you published and release notes as well. I can also publish the KME documentation, the new one.
Yeah,
newest.
Great point, actually.
Samsung KME. It's updated one. Yep, post. Yes, so it's available for you guys. Yeah. And unfortunately, that's it for today.
Yes, we are 1 minute before time, so we can give you 1 minute back.
Exactly. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining. And see you next time.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.
Yep. Bye.